so many moments where you can lose the whole thing.
As long as I make my 2 inches today, it's inevitable, and I'm not going to get there next week, and I'm not going to get there next year. But as it turns out, like, I slowly kind of forgot about where I was on the line and just started loving the journey.
The trip must have been amazing because inside Caliente hot glass are incredible works of art.
When I wasn't trying to force my will on it, then I understood how graceful and beautiful it wanted to be if I would just kind of love it enough and give it what it wanted.
Resident artist Glenn Andrews talks about the glass like it's a living creature.
As I can before the sidewalls get cold.
His love affair with it began at a Renaissance fair 30 years ago.
We walked by and I see this old man blowing glass, and I thought, wow, like that's magic I want to be. And I went and I started watching him.
Now, he is the magic, turning raw liquid glass into beautiful pieces of art. And he knew from that moment at the fair, this is what he wanted to do.
And he was amazing. And like I said, 30 years of experience, he made it look like a ham sandwich, like it was nothing. He was just, making a ham sandwich, talking to people, beautiful forms, just manifesting in front of this fellow. And I was like, I want to be that kind of magic. And also, I'm 20, so I thought, look how easy it is. I can do that. But then it wasn't the case at all. But I was already hooked, I saw the end result of what I could be one day, and there was no getting off that trip.
His passion for it is so intense, he wants to make sure others at least get the opportunity to experience what he did. Caliente holds classes and hosts what they call experiences, and I couldn't wait.
Holy crap, it's hot.
2070.
That's liquid glass.
Oh yeah, and we keep it liquid all year.
Once Andrews dips out a glob of the glass, his eyes light up as he forms it, then hands it over to you because he wants you to see it and feel it the way he does.
Looking good, looking good. Now when you see that high spot come, there you go. Now do that again when it comes to the top, but a little slower. Your brain's always going to tell you to turn faster, but slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Naturally, he controls the glass for the most part.
Up here to my pinky and grabs right there. Keep turning gently and meet me at the yoke.
That furnace is more than 2,000 degrees, but he lets you experience the molten glass.
And I'm right behind you when it gets weird.
Okay. When it gets weird, not if it gets weird.
Oh, we're going all the way to weird.
Oh, I see it now.
Once it's liquid enough again,
coming over to your color.
It's time to dip it in whatever color you want.
So half a turn, stop and reset. Half a turn, reset.
Once the color melts into the glass, you have to move fast.
Wow, this is hard.
Roll out the glass, form a bubble in the center, then
a little bit harder.
Blow through a tube to form an orb.
So now I'm going to take this, and I'm not actually going to cut it. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just resting the blades on there, chilling the glass.
When it's the size you want, you take it to this holder, and Andrew separates it from the tube.
And once it feels right to me, I'm going to put a tap into the pipe. That creates a vibration that runs all the way to that weak point and releases it.
From there, he sets a clear curl on top of the ornament, then immediately puts it into another oven to let it slowly cool down. If you don't, it will shatter.
And then we put it in the annealer so it can slowly cool off.
Just one of the many lessons Andrew says the glass has taught him.
But it taught me a lot of life lessons that I wouldn't let life teach me. It taught me about how to stay positive. It taught me about how to stick to something and not give up. It taught me that some things are worth letting go of yourself. I needed to find something I love more than me.
There's this Zen moment when you're working with glass where you don't see or really hear anything around you. And as I watched Glenn create another piece, it was easy to see he was in it.
And then when the cellist is playing and he's playing the song of that moment, everything just becomes one. And then it's just this beautiful moment where everything else goes away. And then you're just dancing with this lava that opens up into a flower.
I didn't hear the music until you said it.
Yeah.
Just now.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
This piece, like the others, is now on display in the showroom for anyone to buy. But the experience of making something yourself is the best.
We have people who've been coming for years. Some people make an ornament every year with us, and some people come multiple times a year just because they like how it feels.
If you'd like to try it, I'd recommend the spring, winter, or fall. If you do it in the summer, you'll truly understand the name. Barry Davis, KENS 5.